Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Kubota Farms here in East Vineland, New Jersey. Thanks again for joining with me here. We are on our way, I think I've got the right directions, to a field here in the north part of town. Yep, I see the equipment over there. We have taken on a contract to do this big field, fairly large field of corn that's ready to be harvested. Fred reached out and said that a farmer had stopped in and needed some help getting a field done and was willing to pay pretty decent money for it. And I thought, you know what, we've got some time on our hands. Why not tackle this baby here? So, what do we have? What did he drop off? So, that's right. This guy's been doing some testing with some foreign equipment. I've never ran one of these here in the States, so we've got a Claas Lexion 89,000. I've heard good things about these, so I'm going to be pretty intrigued. I do like those. The front tracks, that's pretty sweet. Looks like quite a nice little harvester there. Wow, he's given us pretty good deal here. So we've got double trailers, and it looks like we also have a feeder bin, so that'll be nice. And a Fendt. Let's take a look inside the Fendt. Yeah, a little bit different than what we've been running with the Kubota. And coming from an old John Deere farm in Minnesota, this is going to take some getting used to, but I think we can manage. I definitely think we can manage. But nothing to it but to do it. Let's fire up our Claas and let's get started. If I can figure out how this fancy foreign equipment works. Oh, a little bit nicer horn than a lot of those harvesters we get here. Let's unfold the harvester. Yeah, I know, I'm trying. Got to hit the right buttons for this thing. Well, I hope you all are having a really good week. It's Thursday. We are so close to Friday. Awesomeness. Oh, and I need to mention up front, I am trying a new piece of recording software. I am trying OBS. I usually, excuse me, do, you know what, we're going to take advantage of, he's got GPS on this thing. I reckon we should take advantage of that. So anyways, I usually use Shadow Play to record, but I downloaded OBS. I wanted to give it a try. If for nothing else, just to kind of get a comparison to see if one's better than the other and different things like that. So let's give it a go. Show lines is on. We've got the correct width of the header. We want a heading. I'm just going to try to zero that out. I think that'll work. Yes, indeed it did. Excellente. And let me see what my, let's see if I do, is it, nope, definitely not that. That's what it is. Okay. It's all folding up on me. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I promise I'll figure it out. No, 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 no. Don't do that again. Okay, locked and loaded. There we go. I think we're actually... Yeah, I think we're on the path to success now. Except for missing some corn. I think I can move it over? No, wrong way. We need to move that way. Doesn't want to go any further over that way for some reason. All right, I can come back and hit that. Actually, I don't think it's going to matter a great deal that we miss a little bit there, but I am curious. Now curiosity has got the best of me. Let's back this puppy up. I should be able to move. Yeah, there we go. Moving the line over. Okay, there we go. That should move our harvester over a little bit for us. So now we're lined up a little bit better. There we go. So yeah, I'm curious to see how OBS does. I did some test recordings, and it seemed like it was working pretty good. I think so far I kind of like it. It's okay, I guess. I'm so used to shadow play. I've heard shadow play takes up a few. It's a little bit lighter on the CPU usage, but I think OBS has gotten a lot better in that regard too. I've heard things that like OBS is better for doing multi-audio tracks, things like that. So I kind of wanted to get used to using OBS a little bit, just in case I started advancing my recording software or my recording hardware. Yeah, it's all in, you know, it's all just trying something new, learning something new. I used OBS many years ago. It seems like I messed around with it, but it's been a very long time since then, so a lot has certainly changed, no doubt. I like this Claas. Very comfy. Seems like it nice and quiet. Comfortable seats. Yeah, I get it. Oh man, that's pretty steep. Pretty steep incline there. All right. Turn off our GPS. Around here. Figured might as well do some contract work, earn a few extra dollars for the farm, and we're getting close to the winter months, and we're gonna start preparing for winter. We'll probably end up having to might do another grass cutting. In November, probably do another grass cutting and baling of silage. Make sure our animals are fed. And probably going to skip a few months to harvest season, so we can get back into that. We can keep an eye on contracts in the meantime. Always able to do contracts to earn some extra cash, which is kind of nice. I was thinking about using our own equipment and realized, I don't believe we own a corn head, so I think we're going to have to talk to Fred about getting a corn head for our case. And we have the one trailer, and I thought, you know, for a field this size, the gentleman, the farmer that wanted us to do this, offered up their equipment for us, and I thought, you know what, it would be a good time just to try something new out. So kind of why not? Wonder if they're going to be using this for feed or what they're going to be doing. I'm not sure. The price of corn right now isn't the highest, but might be storing it away for the winter as well. Let's take a quick peek at this contract that we've got here. Oh, so it's not a he, it's a she. It's ZOWIE. Okay. Well, that kind of makes more sense, because I thought Fred told me the farmer's name was ZOWIE, but I also thought he said he. And, you know, I'm not going to question it. But that does definitely make a little bit more sense to me now that figure out that he's a she. Well, she's got good taste in equipment. I do like these Claas harvesters. Very, very nice. Smells good in here too. I bet she's got air freshener sitting around here somewhere. Does smell good though. Speaking of, I know that's kind of a weird segue into something, but a buddy of mine, car always smells good. And I asked him today, I said, dude, what's going on with your car? Why does it always smell so good? Because I didn't see any, you know, it's not, and it wasn't the hanging tree smell, you know, the hanging tree pine thing. It wasn't that. It wasn't a weird auto scent thing. It just smelled fresh. And he reaches under his seat and whips out like 3 fabric softener sheets, and I'm like, that is a really good idea. And he said, yeah, he keeps fabric softener sheets tucked away under the seats, and I guess he uses them to dust, excuse me, dust off the dashboard. They work really good, as he said, to dust with, and I guess, you know, because the dust is, you know, they're static. They're supposed to remove static, so I guess they do a really good job dusting too, and the car always smells Febreze fresh, so I will give him credit for that idea. I think it's a pretty good idea. I'm going to give it a go. You know, my car doesn't stink, but it's not inviting, and his car is just inviting. It was almost like he had those scented candles lit inside there. Yeah, I think I'm getting tired or something. I don't know. I'm talking about scented candles and whatnot. We're starting to fill up. I think we're going to have to pawn this job off to a helper so we can go grab. I'm going to get out of Dodge, and we're going to go grab our cart. Get this thing unloaded. I should drop this cart off and we can move those trailers over too. I usually don't, well, I guess I have a couple times with fairly large fields, but oh, we're stopping on the wrong side. That's all right. We'll break the law a little bit here and pull up underneath them on this side this time, just to get it emptied out. I think I screwed that up. I sure did. Boy, I didn't line that up good at all. Did I do it again? Boy, almost. Jeez. Yeah, I don't use a lot of feeder carts when I do farm sim, but I see how handy they are. I guess in multiplayer, I could definitely see how these things would come in quite handy to, you know, keep the combines going, running back and forth with these things. So I guess I call them a feeder cart. Is it they're auger wagons? I don't know if I'm using the wrong term. I guess they're kind of interchangeable a little bit. Is that it? You're good to go? All right. I'm out of here then. Scooch out of your way. And let's try to not be too destructive to the crop. I think we'll bring this thing down here, and actually I suppose I'd kind of like to bring these carts maybe a little bit closer. Maybe a little bit more centered into the field here. So let's do this. Let's see here. Do I unfold? I'm kind of guessing, but I don't know. What am I doing wrong here? In for cover. X. Nope, I know it's not that. Oh, pipe? Yeah, pipe. Okay, just dawned on me. And let's see here. Can you adjust it with the mouse? Yeah, so you can adjust the chute a little bit. Oh, and you can adjust that as well. Okay, nice. I have not used this Bergman as of yet. I'm actually going to drop him off here real quick. Boy, I could probably, with that Kubota truck, I could probably latch on to these trailers with the old Kubota pickup. That thing's got some guts. I bet it would tow these trailers around for us pretty good, to be honest with you. Let's hook up to these things and bring them over to the party. So I was looking at new mods today. A couple things caught my eye. I saw another potato processing plant that was brought out that actually looks kind of good. Just add some variety there. I liked I might be doing actually I think I'm going to be doing a mod minute on a couple other mods that aren't on the Giants mod hub, a couple PC mods I scoped out that I thought looked really cool. And I'll probably have that released, that might be a Friday night thing. But keep an eye open for that though. Alright, let's hook up there. Wonder how our Combine's doing. Can we catch our Mr. Combine here real quick? Is that okay, Mr. Combine? Are you good with me? Oh, I bet you're not going to be happy with that pipe being out there though, are you? I want to catch up to you before you turn, so please don't, oh, you're going to turn anyways. Oh, almost got her. There we go. We got her. Got to be quick. So, speaking of, I was doing some testing last night. I haven't done a lot of sugarcane in Farm Sim. In fact, I think I did one field early on as kind of just messing around a little bit with it. But I was messing around with it some more last night, and I was using a hired helper to run the case sugarcane harvester, and I was doing the cart runs, and I'll tell you what, that was not the easiest. That was not the easiest thing I've ever done in Farm Sim. Was trying to keep that that harvester going. Oh, I don't want you. I should turn that off. Let's turn off the where is that? Right click, use the mouse, use mouse, open HUD with mouse. Let's deactivate that for this guy. But yeah, it was not the easiest thing in the world to do, just because you really had to line up really well for that case IH, and then not only did you have to line up really well, but at the end of each, it was the end of each row that was the problem. It wasn't just simply, you know, matching speed and stuff. That's easy enough to do. But at the end of the row, when they make their turn, you have to wait just long enough so that it knows that you're there at the end of the row, and then you have to get out of its way real quick so it can make its turn, scooch around, and line up again so it'll start the next row. And if your timing's off a little bit, that hired helper is just like, skip this, you know, I'm not doing anything. So yeah, there was definitely some challenges involved in doing that. Multiplayer on that would be so much better, so much better, and I can guess already. In fact, I'm almost going to guarantee that this hired helper is not going to have a clue. I'm curious to see what they do. I think they're just going to stop and call it a day, but Let's see what it does. Is it key or a sheet? What do we have here today? We got a key. Okay. Now I will be shocked if they're smart enough to figure out to go all the way back, turn around, and start this next row. But it almost looks like it's gonna do that. Holy shnikes. I should turn the I can turn our GPS off, but I don't want to interrupt them yet. You almost got it, buddy. Do it. You're figuring it out. Yep, that's a better way to go. Of course, I shouldn't talk. I'm not the best driver in the world. Wow. Wow. I don't know about you all, but I am impressed, to say the least. I'm going to cancel you for a second here, friend. I'm going to back you up just a tad. And let's just get rid of that GPS. Just to make it, get rid of those lines. We don't need them. Let's scooch around and see if we can, let's dump our speed, our cruise control down. I'm not entirely sure how fast he's going, but we're going to try and match it. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Hitting the wrong button. Scooch up. There you go. Now we got her. Slow down. Slow down. Let him catch up to you. There you go. Slow down a bit more. I think there's a mod that's actually a match speed mod, but usually I can get it pretty darn close with cruise control. The only time I find that it gets a little bit off is on on steep hills and stuff where the tractor and the harvester don't maintain the same speeds. That looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? Doesn't that look cool? Which one would you guys rather do? Would you rather be the combine driver or the cart driver? If you had to pick one or the other full time. I haven't tried either, so I'm not entirely sure, but I have heard from watching some farmers on YouTube that cart drivers, that it's definitely a tougher job to be a cart driver. You have to be much more, well, first of all, you're a lot busier because you're doing a lot more driving because you're having to take it to either, you know, to another cart, or you're taking it back to the farm to dump in a silo or whatever. Plus, I've heard that the whole lining up and matching speeds and all this stuff and moving forward and back, and yeah, I've heard there's some skill to being a cart driver, and I think it'd be kind of fun though. I think it'd be kind of fun to be able to do that. But at the same time, you got to admit, just chilling in a combine with the stereo on, some air conditioning, your lunch next to you, you know, maybe some coffee or a beverage, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for a day job either. So I guess I would kind of take either. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, we're watching, keeping an eye on you, keep you working, keeping you working. 30% done on contract. All right. Almost seems like, oh, I see. Yeah, that's why, because it's going to count the delivery. Where are we taking this lovely corn to, by the way? We are going to be delivering it to the Farm Shop South Bales. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a tighter squeeze, I think, on the Farm Shop South. If I remember correctly, that one is a bit of a tighter squeeze in and out of there, so we'll have to take a peek at that and see how well that goes for us. I think this will be a good contract to a good job probably to end the day with here in October. And I think the next time we get together, I think we'll advance to November. We will do, I think we're probably going to look at doing another grass cutting and baling, and look at some more contracts and see if we can't keep bringing in some cash to the farm. And of course, check our animals, make sure they're happy and fed. You know, if we've got, I think a lot of times there's product left over on these contracts, so we might get lucky and have some corn left over. We can save that for our pigs. They would love us for that, wouldn't they? That's a good look. I think I'm scooching over too far to the right, though. Let me scooch back over to the left a little bit here. There we go. I've actually used the GPS mod to just line up the cart runner too. And I apologize, y'all, but you know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm just gonna get a thumbnail shot for us. I'm sorry I'm interrupting. I could probably pause the video, but this will only take a second. Let's just grab a quick thumbnail. That'll look good, I think. I can make that work. Thanks, everyone, for putting up with that. I have forgotten to do that in the past, and I've had to improvise a little bit, needless to say. I'm enjoying this kind of work, though. It's been a while since, I mean, we harvested, I think, the first day on Kubota Farm. I think we harvested our 2 fields. And since then, we've kind of been puttering around. We did some grass and baling and things, but I kind of miss grabbing the old combine and getting some harvesting done. And I haven't done a great deal of corn. I've on Farm Sim, you know, as far as actually harvesting corn, I've done silage or getting chaff from it, but I actually haven't done a lot of corn harvesting. And I think actually even on East Vineland, don't we have cracked corn? We do indeed. We've got cornmeal and cracked corn as well. So yeah, at the farm shop, we're going to be selling to this guy right here, this Farm Shop South. And it looks like our trailers are full, I do believe. So we might be able to... I'm not sure if we'll get away with those 2 trailers and this runner full or not. Maybe between the 3 trailers and a full combine, that might take care of the rest of this field, actually. I'm curious about the cracked corn and the cornmeal. Do we... Let's see, Farm Shop South. Let me tag that, 'cause I don't think it's too far. Oh yeah, it's actually on the other side of the map, isn't it? We're on the north side of the map, I think, aren't we? So we are up here, field 61. Did we deliver last time to Farm Shop South? I can't remember. There it is right over here. No, this is not where we delivered. And yeah, this is the tighter one. We'll be able to do this okay with our tractor and trailer. I know the semi was, it was definitely a tight fit with the semi. But yeah. So I'm curious on, you can sell, we're going to have to figure out what production facility or what we need to do to make our own, cracked corn. I'll look into that because I think that'd be kind of nice to be able to do and get some production going as well. Let's unload this guy. I think, I don't know how... I didn't really pay attention. I usually try and figure out what the yield is like, you know, per row. So I know kind of how many times back and forth the combine's going to be able to make it. Well, I'd say the field is probably just about halfway done, if that seems about right to you all. Perfect. All right, I think that's going to do it, though, for this episode of Kubota Farm here on East Vineland, New Jersey. I'm going to go ahead and finish up harvesting this field up so we can get that done. And I think next episode when we meet, I'm probably going to have a weekend episode, so just keep an eye open for that. And I think what we'll do is get this field, I'll have this field harvested, but I'll bring you along with finishing up the contract. So we can do that together, and then we'll figure out what we need to do next. Maybe figure out this cornmeal and cracked corn business and see what we need to do to get into that business. That might be kind of fun too. But thank you all again for joining me. I do really appreciate it. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you guys real soon.